All right, hi everyone. I am downtown Garrettsville again today. It is Sunday, March 23rd, 2014. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 24 hours ago now, the fire in downtown Garrettsville started. I guess I should, start from the beginning in case anyone hasn't heard. Um, from what I've been told, and this is all speculation, so nothing's been confirmed as of yet. From what I've been told, there's some repair workers working on the old Irwin's hardware store. They've been trying to renovate that store for the past few years after the original tenants of the store, the Irwin's hardware, closed down, I guess about 12 years ago. And they've been trying to renovate that building for the past few years, because at one point they were about to have to demolish that building because it was getting so dilapidated. And they were renovating it, I guess, to put a new theater of some kind in that building. And repair workers were up on the roof yesterday around 1:15, and they were apparently using a blowtorch to, I guess, remove tar of some kind from the roof of the building. And I don't know if the tar caught fire or exactly what started it, but one way or the other, a fire broke out and quickly spread to that building and then all the buildings next to it, because all the buildings were built in the 1800s, and they were all built directly next to each other. There was no space in between them, and apparently there was no firewalls or anything in between the buildings. So, you got an old building, you got windy conditions outside, and a fire starting in one, and it didn't take long for the entire block to go up, and it was within a couple of hours, 5 or 6 hours, that entire block was completely destroyed. I've taken pictures for the past day, taken some videos and posted them too on Facebook and on YouTube, and it's unreal to see it right here. I mean, the pictures and the videos don't do it justice. You got to be down here to see how it really is, and I mean, it's just a huge area that's been affected by this. There's just piles of rubble everywhere of where buildings were standing 24 hours ago, and now they're just gone, and it's pretty disheartening to see. The fire response was amazing. There were 34 different fire departments from the area, from around here. I guess it was like every community within a 45-minute radius I saw was here. So we're talking most of Portage County had fire trucks here. A good portion of Geauga County, a good portion of Trumbull County had people out here. Because we were running out of water out of our fire hydrants here, and they had to pump water out of the Silver Creek that runs behind town, or runs through town, and they had to bring a whole bunch of tanker trucks in from the other communities to bring water out here to help battle this blaze. And it was an amazing sight, and something that no one that was here will ever forget. It's a shock. It really is. It's a shock to the system, and that area is never going to look the same again. And it'll be amazing to see how it looks after they get all the charred rubble out of there. As of today, it's still just a big pile of rubble for an entire block, really. There's a building that survived relatively intact. It's a brick building. All the buildings on either side of it were basically wooden and old wooden buildings. And, the wood in there were 150, 160 plus years old, and so it was all dry and all kind. The wood was all dry inside, and there's some chemicals in some of the buildings. There was a lawn and garden shop that one of my friends' grandmother owned. Kristen Bailey, her grandmother owned that store. I was talking to her last night, and that building is a complete loss. So I mean, there's 13 different businesses that are totally destroyed. And this town is small. There's only 2,200 people that live here now, but I know there's a lot of people that used to live here who now live elsewhere in the country and around the world. So I've been posting pictures and videos for the past day, to update those people who can't be here to see it in person. And I've had a lot of people thanking me for that and telling me that I was doing such a good job. And I had one person who was praising me almost as much as the fire department. I'm like, I don't deserve it. All I was doing is pointing my phone, had a fire, and taking pictures. I wasn't doing much to help. I was just, documenting it. But today, there isn't, all the fire trucks are gone. There's still one from Garrettsville that was up there that was still spraying water on part of what's left of one of the buildings up there. I don't know if there was, I didn't see any smoke, so I don't know if they were just seeing smoke that I didn't see, and they were just trying to keep it from lighting back up or not, because the last thing we need is to have another day like yesterday here. But I mean, this is a small town out here, like I said, and I grew up out here. I live in a bigger city now. I live out in Kent. I mean, it's still in Portage County, about half an hour away, but I just happened to be in town yesterday. But I mean, when I was growing up, I wanted to get out of this town as quickly as possible because it's just so small, and there's really not much to do out here. For the most part, most of the businesses up here close when the sun goes down. I've always made the joke that, people around here are afraid of vampires. When the sun goes down, everything shuts down. So, when I was growing up, I wanted out as quickly as possible. But now that I live out of town and was back here, just happened to be here yesterday for the fire, and seeing everyone coming together to help out, there's no place I'd rather be at today at this point, besides here. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. It's getting long, and it's gonna take a while to upload it. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. But hang in there, Garrettsville. We're gonna get through this. Everyone just needs to stick together at this point. Hang in, guys. Love you, Garrettsville.